Today, Archangel Michael says, 10 seconds left. To pull your awareness out of everything else and into this precise moment where heaven is leaning closer than it ever has before. These seconds are not counting down toward danger. They are counting down toward alignment, toward the instant where something written long ago finally meets you face to face. God has been trying to reach you again and again, softly at first, patiently, through moments you brushed off, through feelings you explained away, through nudges you ignored because they didn't make sense at the time. And each time, without realizing it, you skipped past the very thing meant to shift your life. But this time is different. This time, the call is clearer. This time, the pull is stronger. This time, heaven is asking you not to hurt what is reaching for you by leaving before the message is complete. Something unexpected is already moving, not in theory, not someday, but now. And it is approaching suddenly, quietly, without warning. The way divine things always do. Open quickly, my beloved child, because what is unfolding does not wait for hesitation. Do not skip. Stay until the end. Something immense, something holy, something rare is already waiting on the other side of your attention. Listen closely, because in this very second, yes, this exact breath you are taking, a silent call is reaching you from above. 10 seconds left. Archangel Michael whispers again, not as a threat but as an invitation. These seconds are about fate, about destiny, about a divine appointment you have been unknowingly walking toward your entire life. So many signs have already been sent to you. Subtle signs, gentle signs, dreams that lingered long after you woke up, thoughts that arrived fully formed without effort, moments where time seemed to pause and everything around you felt unreal, conversations that stayed with you for days, not because of the words spoken, but because of what stirred inside you while listening. That was heaven testing the volume of your awareness. That was God checking whether you were ready to notice. And now, everything has paused, the noise has quieted, the distractions have stepped back. The veil between what you see and what truly is has grown thin. My beloved child, do not move. What comes next has the power to stop your heart in its tracks, not from fear, but from recognition. Do not scroll. This is not like the other things that passed before your eyes today. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is a divine interruption. A sacred moment that was written into your story before you ever knew your own name. Things you did not expect are already lining up around you. Stay with this moment. Look inward. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange pull you couldn't explain. That sudden heaviness that wasn't sadness. That quiet knowing that something was coming. You woke up in the middle of the night, heart racing, not from a nightmare, but from anticipation. You were driving, working, standing still, doing something ordinary, when suddenly your chest tightened and your spirit whispered that your life was about to change. Those moments were not fear. They were signals. They were heaven breaking through the noise of your daily routine. They were Archangel Michael knocking on the door of your awareness, asking for your attention. And each time, you dismissed it. You called it stress. You blamed anxiety. You told yourself you were overthinking. You skipped past the message that carried your name. The message that had your spiritual signature woven into it. The message sealed with your destiny. The message heaven spent months, even years, preparing to deliver at the exact right second. Right now, Archangel Michael stands between you and a rare breakthrough. The kind that does not announce itself loudly but changes everything once it arrives. This moment is not a mistake. You did not end up here accidentally. This is heaven reaching back into your life, calling you forward into alignment. The strange is already at your door. Take a breath. Stay right here. What is happening now is revelation, and it will not repeat itself in the same way again. If you skip now, You skip what was meant for you. Archangel Michael says your blessings are ready. Your turnaround is ready. Your long-awaited shift is prepared, waiting only for your agreement. Something sudden, something life-altering is about to unfold, but only if you remain present, only if you stay. To show that you are ready, to signal heaven that your spirit agrees, speak it, write it, feel it. Let your energy connect with what already belongs to you. Do it now. And then stay. Because what comes next is the reason this call was made. Do not leave. What is coming is not small. It is holy. It is rare. And it is reserved for the one who did not ignore this final call. You are closer than you realize. You are about to discover something that will rearrange the way you understand your life. Pay attention. My beloved child, stay with this moment. Follow through to the end. You are on the edge of receiving something very big. As you move closer to this moment, Archangel Michael can see what you cannot yet fully articulate, that your heart has finally softened in the right way, not from weakness but from readiness, ready to hear something you have never been told before because you were never ready to receive it before now. The unexpected event approaching your life is not coincidence and not chaos. It is precision. It is timing perfected. It is heaven aligning circumstances in ways your mind could never calculate. Do not scroll away, because the truth is about to surface, and the truth carries weight. The reason there were 10 seconds left was never about urgency alone. It was about focus. Those seconds marked the crossing point between your old season and your next one, the invisible line where waiting turns into movement and hoping turns into manifestation. Stay right here. Feel it. The atmosphere around you is shifting, not dramatically, not violently, but decisively. My beloved child, heaven sees everything, including the moments you thought went unnoticed, the prayers you whispered when no one was listening, the tears you wiped away before anyone could ask questions. What you believed would happen later is being pulled into now. That is why Archangel Michael is holding your attention so firmly in this space. A door is opening at this very moment, quietly, without announcement, and if you leave too soon, you would never know it was meant for you. Something sudden, strong, and beautiful is moving directly toward your name, not because you chased it, but because it was assigned to you. Follow this moment. Do not scroll. This is too sacred to rush past. Listen before you move on. This message was not meant to stop with you. It is meant to ripple outward, to reach others whose spirits are also leaning forward in anticipation. Let yourself notice the pull in your chest, the subtle recognition in your mind, the calm that settles underneath the intensity. Do not forget to stay connected, because the signs meant for you arrive when you are paying attention. Do not skip. Do not leave until the end. Your surprise, your restoration, your turnaround is moving faster than you realize, faster than you can logically track, and Archangel Michael is guiding you toward it every second you remain here. Hold on. You did not stay by accident. Your spirit leaned in because it recognized truth. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, closer than ever, and he says you are finally catching up to the shift that has been circling your life for months. Do not move. Do not blink. What is about to be revealed will loosen something inside you that has been tightly wound for far too long. You are about to be released into the moment heaven prepared with care and intention. Do you feel that sudden calm underneath the intensity, that strange heaviness in your chest that does not feel negative but grounding? That is confirmation. That is heaven marking this moment, letting you know you are exactly where you are meant to be. These are no longer random moments. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. Something significant is forming behind the scenes, something you did not see coming, something that will arrive unexpectedly and change the direction of your story. Stay. Do not leave until the end. The shift is closer than you think. Right now, a message is being sent directly to your spirit. If you scroll away, You will miss the door opening with your name on it. Archangel Michael says it is your turn. Not later. Not someday. Now. The blessing approaching you is large, complete, and restorative. It is a turnaround, a realignment, a miracle arriving at the exact right time. Remain here. Heaven is being intentional, so you do not miss this moment. This time, my beloved child, stay where you are. You are about to realize something profound as your heart reacts to what you are hearing. Archangel Michael draws nearer, saying that the unexpected blessing is already in motion. This is not just another message among many. This is the moment heaven has been trying to reach you for longer than you know. Follow through. Do not scroll. Your fate is drawing closer with every second you remain present. You do not realize how close you are. Everything is converging right now in this divine second. The breakthrough that felt impossible. The peace you have been craving. The blessing that seemed delayed beyond reason. Stay. Do not leave. You are on the edge of a moment that will shape the next chapter of your life. The shift is not waiting for tomorrow. It is already moving. This is where heaven intersects your story. Pay attention as the next layer unfolds. This message is meant to be shared because others are also standing on the edge of their own breakthrough. Let your awareness expand. Stay connected. Do not skip. Archangel Michael says your blessing is closer than your doubt, and what happens next will make your spirit finally understand why heaven kept calling your name. Stay. It is almost time for your surprise miracle. Right now, something sacred is aligning. Every delay you questioned, every door that closed and frustrated you, every prayer that felt unanswered, all of it was positioning you for this exact second where everything begins to shift. You were chosen for something larger than you realized. The restlessness you have felt recently, the anticipation without a clear reason, it was real. Archangel Michael has been clearing obstacles you could not see, moving pieces while you waited, preparing the way. And now, the breakthrough is breaking through. Understand this clearly. The fact that you are still here is confirmation. Heaven does not waste moments like this. Every second you stay accelerates what is moving toward you. Do not leave. What is coming next is what you have been waiting for, even if you did not know how to name it. You have walked through seasons that felt like wilderness, seasons of waiting that were isolating and heavy, seasons that tested everything you believed about God, about yourself, about your purpose. You watched others move ahead while you remained still. You celebrated wins that were not yours while your own heart ached. You wondered if your time would ever come. You questioned whether you misheard the call placed on your life. You thought about settling because the waiting felt endless. But while it looked like nothing was happening, everything was happening. Heaven was preparing you, protecting you, redirecting you away from paths that would have cost you later. If you had received what you wanted when you wanted it, you would not have been ready. The version of you from years ago could not have sustained what is coming now. The wilderness built strength, wisdom, and discernment. Every tear developed compassion. Every empty season strengthened your faith. Every moment you wanted to quit revealed resilience you did not know you possessed. And now, Archangel Michael says your wilderness season is ending today, not someday. Today. This is the last day of wandering. The promised land is no longer distant. It is here. It is now. It is unfolding as you remain present. While you are listening, the door is opening. While you are receiving, the blessing is moving. Stay. Your heart recognizes truth. And this is where the unfolding begins. Because what is about to unfold now is the part that most people never hear. The part that explains why you were held in place for so long while others seemed to move freely. Why your progress felt slow while your growth was deep. Why heaven allowed pressure without release until your roots were strong enough to hold what was coming. Stay right here. This is where understanding replaces confusion. This is where the weight begins to lift, not all at once, but in a way that finally makes sense. The blessing moving toward you is layered, intentional, and complete. It does not arrive fragmented. It does not arrive half-formed. It arrives whole. And if you recognize it when it appears, it will change everything. The first way you will notice it is through sudden favor. Not forced favor. Not earned favor. But unexplainable favor. Doors opening you did not knock on. Conversations shifting in your direction without effort. Your name being mentioned in places you have never been. You will reach out expecting silence and receive response. You will step forward expecting resistance and encounter welcome. Things that once required relentless striving will suddenly feel light, as if someone else went ahead of you and cleared the path. And that is exactly what happened. Heaven has been speaking your name in rooms you could not enter yet, aligning decision makers before you ever met them, softening hearts before you ever spoke, preparing opportunities that do not need convincing when they arrive. What used to take years will compress into days. What felt unreachable will feel natural. And you will wonder why it feels so easy now, until you remember how much was required of you before ease was allowed. The second movement of this blessing is restoration, and it runs deeper than circumstances. It touches time. Things you thought were lost forever are being returned, not in their old form, but refined, upgraded, and aligned with who you have become. Dreams you buried because they hurt too much to remember will resurface, stronger and clearer. Visions you had long ago will return with new life. Relationships that ended because of timing, misunderstanding, or immaturity will soften and find their way back, but only the ones heaven protected. The ones that would have dimmed you will remain gone. The ones meant to grow with you will heal. What was taken will be restored with increase. Years you thought were wasted will suddenly make sense as everything connects. Loss will turn into provision. Disappointment will turn into direction. What once felt like failure will reveal itself as redirection that saved you from paths you were never meant to walk. And the restoration will not ask for your effort. It will meet you where you are. The third shift will surprise you the most. It is peace. Real peace. The kind you forgot existed. The anxiety you learned to live with will loosen its grip. The constant tightness in your chest will ease. The racing thoughts that kept you awake will quiet. One day you will wake up and realize the heaviness is gone. Situations that once triggered fear will no longer control you. You will respond instead of react. You will breathe deeply without effort. The voice that told you it was too late, that you were behind, that you missed your chance, will fall silent. In its place, a steady knowing will rise, reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be. Burdens you were never meant to carry will lift. Guilt that no longer belongs to you will release. Shame tied to mistakes you already learned from will lose its hold. And in that space, lightness will enter. Joy that feels safe. Hope that feels sustainable. Strength that does not depend on circumstances. But listen carefully. This movement activates with alignment, not worthiness. You were always worthy. Alignment. Being present to what heaven is doing now. Not what you wish had happened before. Not what you fear might happen later. Now. This moment. Most people miss their shift because they are distracted by yesterday or anxious about tomorrow. Heaven moves in the present, and presence is what keeps you aligned. Every time you skipped a moment meant for you, alignment weakened. Not because you were punished, but because you were absent when heaven was ready to release. Timing matters. And today, something changed. When you stayed, when you listened, when you did not scroll away, each second you remained pulled you back into alignment. No interruption came because heaven protected this moment. You were meant to hear this without interference. You are still open, despite disappointment, despite delay, despite doubt. That openness is proof that hope survived. And where hope survives, miracles travel easily. Archangel Michael is using your willingness to stay to release what was waiting. Acceleration has begun. Not someday. Now. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the stillness around you. That warmth. That grounding. That is presence. That is protection. That is confirmation. Open your eyes and stay focused. The struggle you endured was preparation. The delays were positioning. And now the preparation is about to pay off. The unexpected blessing will manifest within the next cycle of completion. You will see evidence. Tangible evidence. Something will shift that cannot be explained away. A door. A connection. A healing. A provision. Mark this moment. Remember how it felt, because you will look back and realize this was the turning point. And one more thing must be understood. This blessing is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to overflow. What you share multiplies. What you give creates room. Think of those who are waiting like you were. Send this forward. Let alignment spread. Heaven honors movement. You stayed. That matters. You were chosen for this moment. Not randomly. Intentionally. Everything you walked through prepared you for what comes next. The next chapter will carry greater clarity, greater impact, greater purpose. And it begins here, with belief, presence, and alignment. Do not doubt. Do not rush. Do not look away. Receive. Your breakthrough season has begun. Right now. In this moment. Stay alert. Watch for the signs. Expect the unexpected. What is moving toward you cannot be stopped. Because now the moment has arrived to seal what has been spoken, to anchor it into your awareness so deeply that doubt no longer has room to negotiate with your spirit. This is where everything settles into truth. This is where heaven completes the sentence it has been whispering to you for so long. Stay present as it closes, because endings like this are not endings at all, they are thresholds. You were never late. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were being preserved. While others rushed ahead, you were being fortified. While others celebrated early, you were being prepared to sustain what they could not. And now, the time for preparation has given way to the time for release. Archangel Michael stands firm, unmoved, guarding what is now yours, making sure no interference disrupts what has already been approved. What is coming toward you does not require you to chase it. It recognizes you. It belongs to you. It was assigned to your obedience, to your endurance, to your willingness to remain open even when disappointment tried to close you. This is the moment where confusion dissolves, where the questions that haunted you lose their grip, where the need to understand everything is replaced by the certainty that you are held, guided, and supported. The next steps will not feel frantic. They will feel clear. You will know when to move and when to wait. You will recognize opportunities without forcing them. You will sense alignment instead of resistance. The noise that once drowned out your intuition will quiet, and discernment will rise naturally, effortlessly. The shift you have been waiting for will not announce itself loudly. It will arrive calmly, confidently, as if it always belonged there. One day soon, you will pause in the middle of your life and realize something fundamental has changed. Not everything around you at once, but everything within you. The way you respond, the way you expect, the way you believe. Fear will no longer dictate your decisions. Scarcity will no longer frame your thinking. You will move from reaction into intention, from survival into creation. What once felt fragile will feel grounded. What once felt uncertain will feel guided. You will trust your steps again. You will trust the timing again. You will trust yourself again. And that trust will open doors that effort alone never could. People will respond differently to you because you will carry a different presence. a steadiness, a clarity, a quiet authority that comes from having walked through fire and emerged refined instead of broken. Remember this moment, not because of the words, but because of what shifted inside you while listening. This was not motivation. This was alignment. This was not hype. This was recognition. Heaven does not force belief. It invites agreement. And by staying, by listening, by allowing this moment to complete itself, you agreed. The next days will confirm what was released here. You will notice patterns breaking, delays lifting, conversations turning, ideas flowing, doors opening. Some changes will be subtle, others will be undeniable. Do not rush them. Do not announce them prematurely. Let them mature. Let them root. What grows quietly lasts longer. And when doubt tries to return, remember this stillness. What has been aligned cannot be scattered. What has been spoken over you is already moving through time to meet you exactly where you will be ready to receive it. Archangel Michael remains near, not hovering, not pressing, but guarding, watching, ensuring that what unfolds does so without interruption. You are not walking forward alone. You never were, and you never will be. This is not the end of the message. This is the beginning of the evidence. You stayed. That mattered. You listened. That aligned you. You received. That activated movement. Now go forward alert, calm, and expectant. Watch carefully. Pay attention. Let the signs come without chasing them. Let the blessing arrive without doubting it. Let the shift unfold without questioning whether you deserve it. You do. Your breakthrough season has begun. Now, in this very moment. Amen.